guys, welcome back to our Texas homestead. Today I'm going to make a cranberry white chocolate cheesecake. First I'm going to take you over to the stove to get the sugar water going so we can soak the cranberries. So in our pot, I got it on medium. I got a cup and a half of water, a cup and a half of sugar, and we're going to let it cook until all the sugar's dissolved, basically till it turns clear. And then let it cool off, and then we're going to put the cranberries in it. So I'll bring you back when it's all clear. So while our sugar water is getting ready over here for the sugared cranberries, we'll get started on this quick cranberry jam. So I got a cup of sugar in the pot. We're going to put half a tablespoon of vanilla, and then 12 ounces of cranberries. We're going to put it over medium-high heat, and we're just going to let it cook for 12 to 15 minutes. Basically, you're just going to let it cook till the sugar dissolves and the cranberries start popping. And so over here, our sugar water has come to a boil. So I'm going to turn it down or off. Make sure there's no clumps of sugar anywhere in there. And then we're just going to let it cool off before we add the cranberries in there. So I'll bring you back in a few minutes when this starts doing something. So it's been like 3 minutes and all the sugar is melted. So now we just got to wait for the cranberries to pop. So now it's been like 8 minutes and all the cranberries are starting to pop, so you're getting a nice good amount of liquid in there. So you just need to make sure you're paying attention to it and don't let it just boil away. Make sure you stir it every once in a while. So when it's all done, I'll bring you back. So it's been, I think, like 8 minutes and it's getting real thick, like a jelly or a jam. So it's got about 4 more minutes and then I'll take it off the heat. Okay, so our sugar water is cooled off, and this is, I think it's, oh, I lost the recipe. It's like 6 ounces of cranberries. There we go. 8 ounces. 8 ounces of cranberries here. And then the sugar water we made on the stove. You're just going to pour it over there. And then cover it. And it needs to sit in the refrigerator overnight. So I'm going to put this up on the bar. And I'll put it in the refrigerator in a little bit. I hate saran wrap because it never holds right, but it'll work. And our gelled cranberries are almost done, so I'm going to get everything ready to start working on the crust. Okay, so not sure if y'all can see, it's kind of dark. That's what your cranberry They look like gelled cranberries, but with still having, like the ones you get in the can, but these aren't like super smooth because we didn't blend it. So we're going to set these aside and get started on the crust. So in a bowl, we're going to get 1.5 cups of graham crackers. And Mike found some that were already all ground up, but if you can't find that, then you're just going to buy a box of graham crackers, put it in a Ziploc bag with a rolling pin, roll it out, and then it'll crush them all up for you. And then we got 1/4 cup brown sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla, and then 5 tablespoons of butter melted. We're gonna stir that up. You just kind of want to get all the graham crackers moistened. Okay. So it's still kind of loose, but they're all moistened. So then we got our spring foam pan, and I greased it already, and then I put it in wrapped it in aluminum foil, like all around the bottom and everything, because you're going to put it in a water bath to cook it, and I just want to make sure none of the water gets into the spring foam. It shouldn't, but just in case. So you want to get it all spread out. And then you want to try and get it up on the sides a little bit also. And I put the oven at 325. So if you're, well, this isn't going to come out till after like midway through January probably. So if you're looking for cranberries, you can buy frozen ones. The recipe calls for fresh, but since you're basically cooking them all, you can use frozen ones also. So that's what your crust is going to look like. So let me get everything together and we'll start on the cream cheese part. Before we get started on the filling, you put the cranberry jelly or jam, whatever, on top of the crust, and then the cheesecake is going to go on top of that. And you just spread it out. That's hot. I got the door open so you can hear the neighbor's dogs barking because dinner spilled over in the oven. So it is very smoky in here, so I gotta clean the oven now before we can cook this. So now I'll get the cheesecake stuff ready. So for the cream cheese filling, we need 3 blocks of cream cheese, so it's 24 ounces. And you want it softened. So it's been sitting out for like an hour. And I'm not using my KitchenAid because it's way back there in the corner, and I got the crock pot and Instapot out for making stuff, so just use the old hand mixer today. So 3 blocks of cream cheese and half a cup of sugar, and then we're going to beat that for 2 minutes. So you just kind of want it to look like that, kind of airy, not all clumped together. Then we're going to add in 3/4 cup heavy whipping cream. Mix that a little bit. And then 2 large eggs, and you're going to put them in one at a time. Then we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of sour cream, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. If you don't use cornstarch, you could use arrowroot powder or something else you can use to replace cornstarch, but I can't think of what it is. So now we're going to put the cream cheese on top of the crust and cranberries. So I gotta go clean my oven so I can cook this, and then I'll bring you back. We're gonna get this ready to go in the oven. It's still a little smoky, so I'm just gonna show you how to do it over here. So you would put the roaster pan in the oven, and then put your cheesecake on top, all in the oven, and then you're gonna fill it up with water to about halfway up the spring foam pan. So, like that. And then it cooks for like 70 minutes. (70 to 75 minutes). And then turn off the oven, open the door halfway, and let it sit for another 10 minutes before you take it out of the pan. So I'm gonna get this in the oven, and I'll bring you back when it's done. So the timer just finished. So you're gonna let the cheesecake rest for a little bit. You're gonna turn the oven off, and then let it sit in here with the door halfway open for 20 minutes. And then we'll take it all the way out. So the 20 minutes was done with it resting in the oven. So I took it out of the oven, out of the roasting pan and the tinfoil. We're going to let it sit here for an hour to finish cooling off, and then it's going to go in the fridge. You want it at least 4 hours in there, but overnight's better. So I'm going to do it overnight. So, but look, no cracks. Exciting. So I'll bring you back tomorrow, and we'll do the white chocolate frosting and the sugared cranberries to go on top. Hey guys, so it's the next morning, so we're gonna finish up our cranberry cheesecake. So I got a bowl, I got the cranberries out, and we're gonna strain them. I got a little strainer, larger weight, and then we're just gonna get all the juice out we can get out. I don't know why I had the juice go in a bowl, because I don't need it. Okay, so I got them all drained out. You can throw them in a bowl, and then all you do is coat them with half a cup of sugar. And there are our sugared cranberries. So now we're going to work on the frosting. So I got a block of softened cream cheese in here. I didn't get it out earlier, so I just threw it in the microwave for 30 seconds. And then I got 2 boxes of Ghirardelli white chocolate. It's 4 ounces, so you need 8 ounces total. And we're just going to throw it in the microwave. It says for their microwave melting instructions to microwave it for 1.5 minutes. And then stir it, and if you need to go a little longer, go a little longer. So I'm going to throw this in the microwave, and we're going to start whipping up the cream cheese. Okay, so we're going to put our white chocolate in with the cream cheese. We're going to beat that up. And we need 8 ounces of Cool Whip in there, which is 1 small container. we're just gonna fold this in here. If you notice some dark spots, my chocolate actually burnt a little bit, but it still tastes fine, and I figure when you put the cranberries on top, you're not going to see it. So if yours burns a little bit, it should still work. Okay, so we got everything all mixed in. So now we're going to take out the cheesecake from the spring form pan. Now you can actually see you got crust, the cranberry jam, and the cheesecake. And I'm just going to leave it on that, but put it on this bigger plate here. And then we're just going to, let me get a spatula. See me go. We're just going to cover it with the white chocolate ganache, I think is what it actually is. And then we're going to put the sugared cranberries on top. And there is our white chocolate cranberry cheesecake. And you can throw it back in the fridge until you're ready to eat it, or you can eat it right now. So, hope you enjoyed it. Let us know what you think if you make it, and we'll see you next time.